Sean, WSRT Fitness. If this is your first time here, please remember to subscribe, click the bell, and select all for notifications. Thank you so much for watching and welcome. So today we are going over 5 obesity facts in honor of Obesity Facts Awareness Week, which I want to give thanks to Alan Roberts at Every Damn Day Fitness for starting this. Today is the first day of the Obesity Facts Awareness Week. But before I get into what those facts are, I do want to say that I plan on doing a question and answer video 2 days from now, which would be October 2nd. And if you would like to have one of your questions answered by me in a video, you can comment them below, or you can go to the WSRT Fitness Facebook group, WSRT Fitness, and you can ask them there, or you can even message me directly on Facebook. I am there in the group. You can also DM me on Instagram at WSRT Fitness. So, with all that being said, let's get into the 5 obesity facts that I'm going to cover today. So the first fact we're going to go over is that Americans now consume 23% more calories than they did in 1970. So, if in 1970 you consumed 2,000 calories per day, you would now be consuming an additional 460 calories a day. So, doing the math, an additional 460 calories over the course of 1 year, 365 days, would come to an additional 48 pounds. That's crazy, gaining 48 pounds in a year. Fact number 2, that since 1980, the obesity rate in children and adolescents has almost tripled. As a father of 7, that scares me. Just to see, because that's just as much on the parents as anybody else. It is up to us to provide our kids with healthy food. It's up to us to teach our kids healthy habits, even if we don't always make the best decisions. I mean, for example, no responsible parent that I know is giving their 5-year-old beer, and if they want to go out and have a beer, there's nothing wrong with that as long as they're not drinking 20 beers and then trying to drive home. That's, there's a level of responsibility, and there's also a level of education that needs to be taught to our children. And if we aren't doing it ourselves, then we're, to a certain degree, and if we aren't educating our children ourselves, then we're really missing the mark. And that's something that's very, very important, because when you are, and I guess I'm going to throw in this extra fact, children who are overweight and obese are more likely to remain that way and be overweight and obese and justify it throughout their adult life. Now, I don't want this next fact to touch off a political debate, because I really don't subscribe to either side of the aisle. I think both Democrats and Republicans are conning us, and I really, really feel that there's time for some huge changes with our governmental system. But that's another conversation for another day. However, the next fact is 21% of our healthcare spending in this country is due to obesity-related illness or disease. 21%. So if you were to cut the obesity rate in half, if only 20% of people were overweight instead of 40%, or approaching 40%, then needless to say, that number would probably also get cut in half. Wouldn't it be nice for our healthcare premiums to go down? Wouldn't it be nice for there to be less stress on our tax dollar? I mean, come on, people. Seriously, we are all paying for it. Even if you are not obese, you are paying for somebody who is at this point. This next fact I said in a video recently. I know Bill Maher has said it. I know Alan Roberts has said it multiple times here over the last few weeks, but I think it needs to be repeated again. 40,000 people die every month due to obesity-related illness or disease. 40,000 a month. This is crazy, people. I mean, seriously, can you imagine what it would be like if 40,000 people every month died of gun violence? What would happen with our news, with our government, with our streets, our police? I mean, Jesus Christ, our entire world would change if that were true. But yet right now, it's from people shoving food in their mouths, and I don't hear a word. This last one kind of got to me a little bit, and when I really got to thinking about it, and what the statistic is that if our current rate of obesity continues to grow at the rate that it's been going, that we will be at 51% obesity by the year 2030. How fucking crazy is that? 51% by the year 2030. I mean, we can't afford that. I mean, I already mentioned spending. I already mentioned the rate of death. I mean, it's almost like a sick form of population control if you think about it. It's almost like the sickest way to make sure that our country just goes completely bankrupt. I mean, it is just a sick way of hurting the few that still prioritize their health and still prioritize their life. I mean, 70% of people are overweight. There's an extra fact for you, in which almost 40% now are considered to be obese. So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to subscribe, click the bell and select all for notifications. Comment below your thoughts, any obesity facts that you might want me to mention in a future video, because I might do another one this week. Also, if you have any questions that you would like me to answer in the question and answer video I plan on doing 2 days from today, please comment that below, or you can go to the WSRT Fitness Facebook group and you can post them there or message me directly. You can also follow me on Instagram at WSRT Fitness, and you can DM me questions there if that's what you're comfortable doing. So one more time, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope everyone out there is staying healthy, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.